Okay, so I'm making this video today because I want to show you guys a few maps of Israel from around 1400 BC all the way up until today. I want you guys to see how the land has evolved over time. And the reason I'm making this video is because I'm tired of this argument. I'm always arguing with these pro-Palestinian protesters. I'm sure you've seen the videos. And I'm arguing with people that say that Palestine was a country or a nation, or that Palestinians were there before the Jews. Some say that they were there with the Jews. None of this is true. So I'm going to show you the maps, and I want you to answer me one question. Where is Palestine? So this is a map of Israel around 1400 BC. This is a map of Israel around 1000 BC. Now this is a map of Israel around 500 BC. This is a map of Israel around the time of Christ, so at the turn of the century, from 0 AD to 30 AD. Now this is a map of Israel in 1000 AD. This is a map of Israel in 1500 AD, the medieval days. Now this is a map of Israel in 1947 when they first earned their statehood. Now this is a map of Israel 20 years later in 1967 when they granted the West Bank and Gaza to Palestine. And this is a map of Israel today. So where is Palestine in the history of Israel? Now before you try to get smart, I know in the BC maps there was the land of Philistia, and that's right now like where Gaza is. As a matter of fact, the city of Gaza belonged to Philistia. Now the people who lived in Philistia were the Philistines. Now I know the Philistines sound like Palestinians, or Philistines sounds like Palestine. Well, that was done on purpose by the Romans. But I've already taught you guys about that, so you should know. If not, go do your history. But the ancient Philistines were sea people. They came from the Aegean Sea, or however you pronounce it. They were sea people. They weren't Middle Easterners. They weren't Arabs. They weren't Israelites. They weren't Canaanites. They came from another land, and they settled the land around 1180 BC. As a matter of fact, the Philistines were actually Greeks. So the ancient Philistines have no relation to the people who call themselves Palestinians today. The Palestinians who call themselves Palestinians today are actually Arabs. The Philistines were Greeks. You know who has been in that land for all those years? The Jews. You see, the people that argue that Palestine belonged to the land for thousands of years base their claim on the land of Philistia. They think the Philistines were the Palestinians. They think that those were their ancestors, but they have zero relation. The Philistines were Greeks. The Palestinians are Arabs. It's a whole different race. So I just wanted to set the record straight. The land of Israel belongs to Israel. The Palestinians are Arabs, mostly Muslims, who came later and are now, with all this propaganda, trying to conquer Israel. And you guys are feeding into it. Free Palestine, free Palestine. Free Palestine from what? If they need to be freed from anything, they need to be freed from Hamas. And this type of propaganda, this type of, what did I hear them saying when I was out there? Long live the Intifada. Saying these type of things is what's leading to these terrorist attacks that we're seeing all over the world. Anti-Semitism. It's not right, bro. It's evil. It's of the devil. It's actually in the Bible. This was all prophesied. Anti-Semitism is getting way too popular today. Charlie Kirk got assassinated. Oh, Israel did it. Israel did it. The slaughter that happened at the Hanukkah celebration in Sydney, Australia yesterday. Oh, Israel did it. Israel did it. The Donald Trump assassination attempts. Israel did it. Israel did it. They blame Israel for everything, and that's anti-Semitism. The Bible says that all the nations surrounding Israel will rise up and go to war against Israel in the last days. Why do you think they're defending themselves against all these countries, these Muslim countries who are attacking them? And then you guys go blame Israel and stand on the side of the terrorists? That's crazy, bro. And one last thing I wanted to say. What you guys call Palestine today, The West Bank and Gaza, let me give you a little history lesson. The West Bank used to belong to Jordan. The Gaza Strip, all of Gaza, used to belong to Egypt. They never were their own countries. They were never their own nations. Just a little fact check.